So right now we're in the middle of another yard sale that we're having. We got a bunch of stuff out here. We usually try to have these like twice a month once we get enough stuff from the storage units that we buy. I'm not really recording too much content around this yard sale today because one, I was a little late to get up, and then we were kind of rushing to get set up and to get all the signs put out and all that stuff. But we've been doing pretty decent. Something just fell. It sounded like something broke. We've been doing pretty decent today. I haven't counted the money yet, but we're gonna start off, before we get into this whole yard sale thing. We're gonna start off with a few clips of some Facebook Marketplace sales that we made. Both of these sales were from that military unit, the one we just bought last. So I told you I'll keep you up to date on the stuff that sells. So we're gonna start off with two Facebook Marketplace sales. I kind of want to show you just different ways that we make money from the storage units that we buy. So we're gonna jump into that, and then we'll come back over here to the yard sale, and then we'll count how much we made so far. It's just after 11 right now, so we'll probably be out here until like 1 p.m. We got some of this big furniture and stuff that I want to move. I really don't want to move this stuff back over there to the backyard because it's heavy. So we're gonna try to move that today. But let me show you those clips first, and then we'll come back here. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, you're waiting for the cot, right?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right, man.
Here it is right here. You want to check it out, or?
Let's just get it out so we can see the screens.
Yeah, the screens are good too.
Get the,
All right, awesome,
are we
perfect.
correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good day. All right, so I had that listed for 50 bucks. He gave me 45. He did come from an hour away, so I gave him a little bit of a deal. But that's pretty cool to have him get this for his nephew, I think he said, that's handicapped. So when you can get someone an item like that they can really use, that feels even better. So I have one more of those to go. I'll leave that one listed for 50 bucks as well. We're already in the profit on that unit, so yeah, another good Facebook Marketplace sale right there. Hi, you waiting for the shoes? Let me grab them. There's 11 pairs in there. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate you. Take care, okay? Okay, I'll message you if I come across any more men's stuff.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so before we jump in and count what we made so far, since we're on the topic of talking about different ways to make money, there's gonna be another strategy that we're gonna add into our business that I think is gonna be a game changer for us. And this is something that someone actually over on Whatnot introduced me to. He kind of gave me the idea, and I think we're gonna run with it. When we buy storage units, there's a ton of different ways that we offload stuff to make money. Number one, like the higher ticket items we put on eBay. Most of the rest of the stuff we run on Whatnot. Some of like the big bulkier items like furniture or just big toys like doll houses and stuff like that, we put on Facebook Marketplace, or like DVD lots, clothes lots, big reseller lots like shoes and stuff like that. We put over on Facebook, and it moves pretty good for us. So those are like the three main ways that we like to sell. And then obviously like yard sales and stuff like today. But the other thing that we're gonna add in, which I think is gonna work perfect for us, is this person recommended that since we're already buyers on Storage Treasures, which is the online website where you buy storage units, he recommended to become a private seller through Storage Treasures. So what happens is we rent a storage unit, and for instance, like all this stuff, let me turn this around. All this stuff that we have here at the yard sale that doesn't sell, what we would do before is, what I did last time at least, at the end of the yard sale, I just put everything in the driveway, took a picture of it, and just listed it on Facebook Marketplace for free and just had someone come pick it all up. That's good if I want to offload this stuff, but we want to capitalize on everything, like try to make at least something on it before we donate it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rent a storage unit. The storage unit is gonna cost me like 90 bucks a month for like a 6x10 unit. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all this stuff that doesn't sell today, we're gonna stuff it into that unit so people can actually bid on our storage unit while we rent it. So we're gonna have it run for like 3 to 5 days. And what I've been seeing in my area is things sell for like, well, at least the last two that I saw sold for over $300 for the wind's starting to pick up, for private sales on storage units. So that's gonna be our strategies. Take all this stuff, fill up a unit, put it on auction, and see how much we get that way. We're gonna actually kill like 3 birds with 1 stone using this strategy, because not only are we gonna be able to sell all this stuff through live auction, number two, when we're not doing live auctions, what we're gonna do is when we buy storage units, we're gonna take everything to that unit instead of bringing it here to the house, which when we do that, it just clutters everything up inside. So we're gonna take it directly to that storage unit. I can even have live shows on Whatnot directly from that unit. And then whatever doesn't sell, I can leave in the unit and just run another auction through Storage Treasures. And then when we're not doing any of that stuff, we can just use it for personal storage. Like whenever we want to store our stuff in there, like holiday stuff, whatever, you know, I can just throw it into that storage unit and fill it up that way. So we're actually gonna go do that in a couple days. I'm gonna record a whole video of it. So that'll be the next video probably that you see on this channel, is me going through that whole process. I've never done it before. I know there's a few hurdles that you got to jump over. So we're going to work through that on the next video. So make sure you come back and check that out if you're interested in that process. All right, so here is the stack that we've made so far. It's actually not too crazy. Like I said, it's like 11:30 right now. We'll probably be out here until like 1 o'clock. But so far we're at $144. So keep in mind, this is not like all the high ticket items we've already sold. A lot of the better stuff we've already put through our Whatnot shows. This is just like the extra stuff that we've just been putting to the side. Like $1, $2, $3 stuff that we've been putting to the side specifically for the yard sale. We do have some bigger stuff like the furniture. We have some big toys, doll houses and stuff out here as well. But for the stuff that we've been moving, like women's jeans, kids shoes, women's shoes, hats, a bunch of stuff like that, $144 is not too bad at all. So I'm definitely happy with that so far. Again, we have another hour and a half or so sitting out here, see if we get any more people. What I'm gonna actually do right now is drive over to the corner and see if our sign is still there. Cause in the morning, I put the sign out in the corner and I made my rounds to put more signs up. But by the time I drove back home, this camera's shaking a lot with the wind. By the time I got back home, that sign was gone. So I think the wind kind of ripped it off. So we haven't had traffic in probably like 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go drive down to the corner real quick and make sure that sign's still there. All right, so it's right down here on the corner. I just saw this truck pull in. So hopefully they're going to the yard sale. I've never seen that car before. There's only 2 ways in and out of this neighborhood. And we pretty much know all the cars that come in here. Is it still there? I think it ripped off again. Let me see. It's supposed to be on that sign, on that pole right there. It could be on the other side. Let me double check. No, it's still there, I think. Yeah, it's still there. So that white truck most likely is gonna be at the house when I get back there. Yeah, I was right. She is there. So another customer there. We'll jump off real quick and see if she ends up picking anything up. And actually, before I jump out, one of my neighbors, he lives 2 houses down. He usually comes over here when I have yard sales, but he said he needed help selling some stuff because he doesn't really resell or anything like that. He said he doesn't even know where to start. He has about 7 or 8 brand new AC units, like the big old AC units. He said they retail or they go for about $200 to $400 depending on the unit. And he only wants $50 a piece. And he has like 8 of them. So I think I'm going to end up buying maybe 2 at a time or something like that. Because he has them here at his storage down the street. So I told him I'll buy like 2 or 3 at a time and try to flip them. But if I can buy them for $50 and flip them pretty fast for $200 each, that's a nice little flip. And then I'll just go back and keep buying them until they're all gone. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm glad he came over and told me that. All right, so actually it just hit 1 o'clock. We're gonna end up wrapping it up early. We haven't had someone in like 20 minutes or something like that. So we're just gonna call it a day. And to be 100% honest with you, you can probably see it in my eyes. We got like 3 hours of sleep last night. I think we went to sleep at like 2:30 a.m. and then I woke up at 6. So yeah, we barely got like 3-4 hours of sleep. So I'm tired. We gotta go to church at 5. And that's in a few hours. So I want to get a quick little power nap in before we go to church. so I don't end up falling asleep in there. But we're gonna end up seeing what the total was here. We do have $4. I'm not sure if I counted this last time in the total, but we have $2 in this bag, $2 in loose change that someone paid us in, so that's $4. And let me get the cash out and see what we ended up with here. We got rid of a lot of our ones, so we're left with bigger bills here. So let's see what we ended up at here. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, plus the 4 in my pocket, so 178. And that's about 5 hours total today. Like I said, we started a little late. We started at about 8 o'clock and it's 1 o'clock now. So about 5 hours, $178. What is that, like 30, if we break it down, like 30 something dollars per hour? Not too bad. I mean, we're gonna have to break all this down. It's gonna probably take another hour or so to pack all this up. But like I said, what our plan is to go ahead and just box everything up, put it in bags, in boxes. We're just gonna leave it out here outside for now. And then on Monday, we're probably gonna get a U-Haul or see how much fits in the truck. And then we're gonna take it over to the storage unit. So that's what you're gonna see next. I'm excited for that. A little, not nervous, but I don't know how it's gonna go. My first time ever doing something like this. So you can come along with us and see how this new business venture goes for us. So for now, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. We're not gonna do anything else besides clean all this stuff up and pack it up and get it ready to take to storage. So if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you do that so you don't miss that next video, and I will see you on the next one.